Well, here we are again. It's fun time again. And of course, me and Chubby always have fun, don't we, Chubby? Yeah, I'm working on this BC348 on the power supply. And I needed to get to the filter caps, and they were buried underneath the chassis. And the only way to do that was to take off unbolt the big old bathtub capacitor. It's got two things. And, well, these old electrolytics are pretty old anyway, so I think that's part of my problem. It's probably getting too much, and it's probably getting a lot of hum and everything else. So I'm going to replace what's there with two new ones, which physically are a lot smaller, and they really they'll fit in a lot better. So, well, anyhow, let me show you what I'm doing. There you go, Chuck. Oh, yes. Fun taking things apart. If you can believe this, there was a plate. That's actually the entire power supply. It's dropped through the bottom like this. That's it right there. And so I had to drop that, unscrew this as well, get that out of the way. And then there was a plate on the bottom of this, on top of that. And under that plate, right where the mounting holes are, this is their way of insulating this from the rest of the radio. It's called used cardboard, and it's not very thick, but I guess enough to keep it from shorting out. And the holes are all perfectly lined up with the plate, so this will go underneath there like that, and then I screw it back in. But before I even do that, I had to get to the terminal strip, which is back here. You can just barely see it back there. It's pretty much buried with all the wiring. And there's the electrolytic capacitors that I'm going to replace with. Got the camera. Going to replace with smaller ones. And we see that the brush, well, all that's pointing to is that hole down there. That's where all the transformers wires are coming through that hole. There's actually this big hole right here. So on one side the filament voltage is coming through, the main power is coming through, and the other side the main B plus and everything else comes through here. So this is what you're looking at. I have to go ahead and somehow get that unwired, and I'll probably clip that off. I have to put that bleeder resistor across there also. They put that in there just to bleed the caps off for safety reasons after the thing shuts off. So I'm going to look around and find something for that, but I'm sure that's probably, it's 100,000 ohms, and that's like a 2 watt. So it's, resistance wise, that's a lot of resistance, so I guess it would, would bleed it off pretty quick. So yes, I'm just continuing right along, and I still have another capacitor coming for this one. Up here I got to replace. That still hasn't shown up. But I did get tubes. I have two 6X5s. I figured better get two rather than just one to replace the one that was glowing and everything the other day. So I got two of those. They came from Viva Tubes. And these other 5, they're to replace most of the rest of the tubes in the radio itself. So I'm done with that. I'll have all 2 new tested tubes in it. But this is going to be the major hiccup right here, to get this out without screwing something else up, and get this back in, and even this bathtub one. I mean, the wiring on this is questionable too. I mean, it's, let's see if I can move it. It's right there. There's like 2 spots here where it's together, but I really want to get it out of the way so I can get down in there, but I don't know. It's either that or I cut it out of the way completely. I may I may have to do that because it's just, I think it's just going to be in the way no matter how I do it. But it's a tight fit down in there. And like I said, down in there, because I didn't want to go ahead. Otherwise, I'd have to go ahead and get that power supply out. I'd have to unwire every single one of these other wires and I have to tag them and everything else. I'd rather do it when it's connected the way it is, and then I can just unsolder it and then put the new stuff in and I'm done. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be tagging wires and everything else, and I just don't want to do that and waste of time. I wasted enough time on this thing already as it is. Don't want to stay. There you go. But this power supply is now, it's loose. If I move it, of course, it'll collapse. But anyhow, so this is what I'm doing, and so I still have to get another big resistor, replace the one that's there, and more fun. So, oh my goodness. And as you can hear behind me, somebody's making noise. Oh shoot, here we go. Oh, what, who, me? I wouldn't do anything to the cat, honest. Yeah. Right. What else you guys do for an encore? Queenie's sitting over there indifferent, just looking at both of them. Okay, keep attacking. That's it, Duke. Get him. Get him. Get him, Duke. Aren't you going to lick him? A lot of times he'll do this. He'll go, I think he's biting him and he starts licking. I don't know why. And Queenie's had enough. She's running away. Strange position for a dog to be in there. There he goes. The cat's licking a dog. See, I told you, a cat can lick a dog no matter what anybody tells you. See? I'm telling you, this cat licks this dog. You know, look at that. Ah, yeah. All right, well, they're having all kinds of fun, as you can see. And see, it's the funniest thing. These guys do this all the time. And it's like, don't you guys ever get tired? I mean, they'll do this for, you know, maybe an hour or two sometimes. So here, I'll just leave the camera here and walk off and you guys can watch them. Anyhow, that's it from here. We'll talk to you guys later after I get some stuff back together, it looks like. Bye for now.